Chapter 4, Section 9. The gods have one common essence. Come then, let us dispose of that question also. Quote, what is the bond of union that connects the divinities in the sky that have bodies with the gods that are unbodied? This also is clear from what has been said already. For though as being incorporeal, intelligent, and united, they ride upon the celestial spheres, they have their origins in the realm of mind, and comprehending their essential being as divine, they govern the whole sky by one infinite energy, and although present in the sky as existing separately, they conduct the perpetual revolutions by their solitary wills, and are themselves unmingled with sensation, and coexist with the God of the realm of mind. It is proper, nevertheless, to examine the present question thoroughly. I state the proposition accordingly, that the images of the gods which are visible in the sky are from the divine models in the realm of mind, and are engendered around them. And having come into existence, they are established in these absolutely, and being extended to them, they have the likeness which has been produced from them. Footnote 34. Damascios remarks that, quote, the divine intelligence which encompasses all things after the manner of models brings them forth from itself as likenesses. Footnote 35. That is, all are brought back to their source and rooted in their cause. They are likewise wrought into another arrangement after a different manner. They are held here in connection with those models in one stable union, and the divine spiritual forms, which are present with the visible bodies of the gods, exist separately before them, but their noetic models unmingled and supercelestial remain permanently by themselves, all as one in their everlasting exaltation. There is, therefore, the common indissoluble bond with reference to spiritual energies, but there is also one in the common participation of forms, since nothing separates these, and there is nothing intervening between them. Besides, the non-material and incorporeal essence, being neither parted by spaces nor by subject bodies, nor marked off by delineations into separate parts, comes together at once, and coalescence into an absolute identity. The issuing forth of all from the one, the returning again into the one, and the absolute rule of the one in everything affect the communion of the gods themselves in the cosmic world, with those that pre-exist in the realm of mind. Moreover, the conversion of the secondary to the superior spiritual beings and the bestowing of the same essence and power from the primary to the secondary gods holds their association indissoluble in one. In regard to things of another quality, as for example soul and body, and those of unlike kinds, such as material forms, and also of substances which are in some other way separated from each other, the natural union which exists between them both originates from the powers above and is cast off in consequence of the limited periods of time. However far we may ascend in regard to the height and the unchangeable sameness of the divinities, who are first as to form and essence, and raise ourselves from imperfect beings to perfect, by this much the more do we find the union which is sempiternal, and likewise behold the self which is principal and dominant, possessing diversity and multitude around itself and in itself. Footnote 36. In other words, this Atman, or self, is at once all receptive and all procreative, as having the joint powers of procreation and production. Inasmuch as the gods are all arranged as absolutely one, the primary and secondary races, even the many that are self-existent with them, preside together over the universe as one. Everything in them is one. and the first, the intermediate and lowest races coexist as the One itself. Hence, in respect to these, it is of no use to inquire whence the One is brought into reciprocal relations with them all, for the self-same essence that is indeed in them is the one of their own substance. Footnote 37. We are thus brought to the central principle of the ancient philosophy and worship, that the many divinities are in essence the one sole deity, and comprised in the paternal cause of the universe. The Orphic Carmen, in the same way, inculcated that all the gods and both the sexes are included in the same Zeus. They are attributes or qualities of the One, personalities rather than individuals. The secondary races not only remain together in the unity of the primary divinities, but the primary gods bestow upon the secondary races the oneness from themselves, and they all maintain the common bond of an indissoluble relationship to one another. From the same cause, moreover, the gods that are entirely incorporeal are united with the gods in the sky that have bodies and are perceptible to the senses. For the gods that are visible are really outside of bodies, and therefore are in the world of mind, and those of the world of mind, through their unconditioned unity, encompass the visible divinities within their own substance, and both are established by a common union and a single energy. In like manner, also, this is characteristic of the cause and arrangement of the gods, and for this reason, this very oneness of them all extends from above to the very last in the order of divine beings. Suppose, however, that this seems to be a statement to be doubted. The contrary supposition, that there is nothing of the kind, would be matter of wonderment. So much may be declared in regard to the bond which unites the gods, that are established in a manner perceptible to the senses, with the gods of the world of mind.